What's up, Niner fam? My name is JT Magnum. Welcome back to Niner News. Not much to talk about on the 49er front these days, as they've pretty much disappointed all of us by not signing one person in free agency. Not one person. They've signed two. Thad Lewis and Zane Beadles, if I pronounced the name right. If I butchered it, sorry. It's just I didn't know who he was. As did anybody else. So it's been rough. And real quick, I got a new cam. Can you tell? Nice little 1080p camera. Better than my 720p that's been pretty much, I don't know what was wrong with it, but it was just doing some weird stuff. It wouldn't work with my programs, and it was just not syncing right, and things were just not going right. So I just decided to get rid of it and toss it to the side, and I got a new camera, and as you can see, it's crystal clear, and I like that. So better the quality of my videos now. That's what I'm trying to do. Anyways, let's talk about these free agents. All two of them. Thad Lewis, not much to talk about other than why the heck would they sign him. I have no clue. He's probably somebody that's just going to be a camp body and then they get rid of him. That's what I'm assuming. And Zane Beadles, he's probably a guy the 49ers are going to keep. They signed him to a 3-year deal, got him for cheap. He was a former second-round pick of the Denver Broncos, I believe, in 2010. Don't hold me to that, but I believe that's what it was. And he's a guy that can run block, and he's probably a guy that can probably pass block a little better than Jordan Devey, which is what we want. We want somebody to get rid of Jordan Devey. Jordan Devey hopefully will be just cast to the side. That's what I'm hoping. He just gets released. I'm hoping with the upcoming signing of Anthony Davis back, or not signing, but upcoming return of Anthony Davis. I'm hoping for the offensive line. This is what I'm hoping for. Now that we have Beadles, this is what I'm hoping for. Left side Staley, left guard Beadles, center Kilgore, right guard Anthony Davis, right tackle Trenton Brown, or vice versa. Anthony Davis at right tackle and Trenton Brown at right guard. I'm hoping, though, that Trenton Brown gets the right tackle, because if I do remember correctly, Anthony Davis got beat a lot of times, too, at that right tackle spot. I'd rather him play right guard. It just seems like that's the better position for him to play at this point. And Trenton Brown's just such a big, long-armed pass blocker that, it's going to be hard for players to get around him. And that's the kind of guy I want defending the quarterback, whoever that may be, which is what I'll get into now. Actually, I won't get into it in just a second. I will talk about the free agents. Why haven't the 49ers signed anybody? And by the way, this video is going to be short because of this. The 49ers signed no one. They didn't even go after Jay Howard. They went after no one. And they're saying that the reason why they don't want to go after anybody is because they don't want to pay somebody over what their own players make when their players not even on their team. But isn't that the point of free agency? Isn't that the point? They don't want to anger, I guess, their own players. They want to build within. Kind of like a New England approach, where New England signs free agents here and there, but they sign players that are cast-offs, but they get them for cheaper, and they know that they're going to play better under their system. But the 49ers haven't reached the New England level yet. They're not at that level where they can say they can do that, but it just seems like that's what they're trying to do. And I know Bill Belichick comes from that Bill Parcells tree, along with Trent Baalke, who comes from that Bill Parcells tree. So that's what he's trying to do, but I don't like that. New England is the way they are because they have a quarterback, and they had that system. And Bill Belichick's system works. Baalke is not a coach. He thinks he's a coach, but he's not a coach. And he hasn't drafted well. So he's got to stop. He's got to stop. I don't know what it is, but he's got to stop what he's doing. Take it back. Suck up some air and just, catch your breath a second and maybe change your approach a little bit. But I don't think he's going to do it because he's Trent Baalke. He's hard-headed, he seems like. He got his plan. He's got his thing that he wants to do, and he's going to do it. And he's single-handedly ruined this team since 2011. The 49ers are supposedly the worst drafting team since 2011. That's when Baalke pretty much took over. Now, what do you see by that? I mean, we were one of the deepest teams in the NFL, and he has completely annihilated the roster. So hopefully, I want to be wrong. Believe me, fans, I would love to say I was wrong. I would love for Trent Baalke to draft amazingly for the rest of his career. I would love to eat my words and say that I was wrong about Trent Baalke and he built a dynasty. But you know what? The truth is right now is our team didn't make the playoffs last year. They were 8-8 the year before, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse every year. And it's like, and this dude has got to be held accountable, but he's not being held accountable. It's annoying. So let's see what he does this year. But let me know what free agents out there that are left that you might want. I personally think RG3 would be a good fit in our system. I don't think Colin Kaepernick is a good fit in our system, and I've said it before. He's not accurate enough, and he doesn't get rid of the ball fast enough to be in the Chip Kelly offense. I think somebody else needs to run Chip Kelly offense. I think that's why they're desperately trying to get rid of Cap. They're saying they want to keep Cap. They don't. They want to get rid of him. It's just to say they want him, just to make him look better for somebody to trade him to. And I just think we should move on from Cap. See if we can draft a new quarterback. I'll get into drafting another video time. You can ask me those kind of questions later. If you want to know, my favorite quarterback is still Paxton Lynch, number 1, Jared Goff, number 2. If we get Jared Goff, I wouldn't be mad, but I just think Paxton Lynch is going to be a stud. Don't ask me why. It's the hunch I have from watching his tape. It's the feeling I get from seeing him in the huddle. I just think Jared Goff is a little bit more erratic. I think Jared Goff throws more picks. I think that Paxton Lynch is more accurate. I think that Paxton Lynch also is a nice, big, tall quarterback that has a very good arm. Nobody knows that guy has a strong arm, but he has a very strong arm, and he can whip it. The guy can play, and he's not the fastest guy, but he's definitely athletic enough to get out of the pocket and move in the pocket. I like his foot coordination in the pocket. I just like the way he plays. So we'll see. I'll talk about all that in another video. But let me know who you think the best free agents are left that the 49ers could sign if possible. And let me know what you think about the free agent signings, all 2 of them, because there's not really much to talk about there. So hopefully the next time I make a video, the Niners have traded Cap or done something, or just something is happening. I don't know. We'll see. But let me know, like I said, what you think about the free agents, and maybe your thoughts on the draft, and whatever. I don't know. Not much to talk about, like I said, on the 49er front. So for Niner News, JT Magnum, I'm out. Peace.